Hey! Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust Console Edition for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, next generations, and everything in between. And today, we've got the small oil rig guide, as this just came out, large and small oil rig, for the console edition of Rust on February 24th, 2022. And this will be a rundown for how to do small oil rig, whether you're on, again, any of the console versions or even PCs. So let's do it. Again, for large groups, small groups, even solos. Full disclosure, I do have admin here, so you can see me zooming in and out. I will turn on my mortality for a period of time, but in the interest of moving this thing along quickly, I will at some point turn on invincibility and kind of push through, but I want to make sure I show you all the basic strategy around this. So here we go. Actually, let me go ahead and turn off the magical mode now. Ooh, I'm mortal. Okay, so basic strategy, and we'll go over some of the gear and weapons as we drive over there in the boat. After that, we'll just use the admin powers and kind of fly in. Again, just to save time, because this has gotten a little long. Okay, so the basic idea here is to take a boat and go over to the oil rig and use the outside red circle here. You can see where the boat could be with the blue rectangles on the outskirts, and snipe down the dock guy or players, but also scientists on the dock, but also on the L, the purple L. And at that range, you should be able to snipe those or even see if there's heavies around. And then once you have a clear area by the dock and or L shape there, the purple L, you should be able to push your boat right up until the dock. Again, we'll go over some more detail here. Here's a more zoomed up section here. The green rectangle shows the dock area that you want to blitz the boat towards, and then there's the purple L that you want to have clear, and it's kind of your fallback area. We'll go over the strategy. I'll stumble through this. I'll most likely get wrecked, as I am a terrible shot, but you know, that's kind of how this goes, even for experienced players. So we're going to show you how to do this. And again, there's multiple ways to go through this. This is just one of many. So let's do, well, first things first. Yeah, shoot. So boats are so important. You can swim up and do these, but having boats, capturing boats, because we don't have villages on the console version, is very important. So you want to stick these in the interior of some building. So having a boat base, a supporting base, boat base is going to be crucial for you to do this, because you're going to want to have more than one. So we already have 3 in there. So what we're going to do is swim up here. And if you're interested in a boat base, I already have one called the Slug. I will go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. If you want to go check that bad boy out, we're going to throw this out here. We're going to go over some of the basic gear. You can do this with very primitive gear. You can see all the way down the row here. We've got everything that's basic. And you actually don't need any rad protection for this monument. It's more the damage that the NPCs do. Now, again, if you're a solo player, don't be afraid to try this. You're going to get wrecked a lot, but that's okay. And we're going to try to do this the best we can. Watch, I get wrecked immediately. So again, the first strategy is to get on the outskirts here, and we should be able to see. I don't think I have binoculars. I did pack myself a sniper rifle in case I was a terrible shot, which is most likely. You know what I'm saying? All right, so out of primitive gear, you really want to take a compound bow. A crossbow is pretty good, really a double barrel and even a revy. And then a edge weapon. In this case, it is a bone knife. So right now what we're going to do is we're just going to snipe down with a compound bow, Mr. Blue Scientist Man. And watch, I'll probably miss a bunch of shots. Oh, yes, I did. Again, we'll just use the sniper rifle to speed things up if things go poorly. Oof, I'm missing already. And really, once this guy's clear, you should be able to rush the dock. Oh my goodness, I'm bad. Told you I was a bad shot. Told ya. I didn't wait for it to charge. So again, going back to solo players, the thing with this is you don't necessarily have to beat this. Ooh, got him once. To get loot. Even large groups, it's really good when large groups do this because you can capitalize. Because people always underestimate the heavy scientists. They're like, oh, I'll be able to take them. They're face melters. Ooh, I got him once in the dome. So really what you want to do is be very opportunistic. You know, we're just going to snipe this fool so we can keep moving. You wouldn't normally do this. You keep sniping with your, what do you call it? Compound bow? Did I miss that shot? Yikes. So really what I tell people is wait for the big groups to do stuff and wait for them to get wrecked and go steal their kits. That's what it's all about. Okay, now that that guy's gone, let me see if we can show you with the sniper rifle here. As long as this L here is clear, we should be able to take the boat right up here and then hide behind these boxes, go up here, and then pull these scientists one by one down this L. Pulling scientists one by one is a strategy you can use both for small and large oil rig, but this is very specific to this area because we have a dock we can pull up on. So yes, the scientists above can shoot at us, but if we pull in quick enough, you can see where we did like 20 takes earlier. Turn off the engine, jump off, switch to a double barrel shotgun or a Revy. And let's go ahead and push this up here because this is not typically what we would have. I am bringing a semi-pistol there on the far right on my equip bar. And actually, it's worth noting too, I did bring a stack of cloth. Medical pens if you have them, but this is more a luxury. Really what you want to do is bring a stack of cloth because then you can stack your bandages a lot more. So you would craft up 10 while you're waiting. I know these are going to fall out while we're fighting, but just good practice, right? And so what we're going to do is try to isolate one blue scientist at a time and then kill them. We might have to retreat in the water. We might even die. So I can see one right there. If they mob you, you really want to retreat as quickly as you can. But when you do have them isolated like so, oh, he backed up a little bit. You can press them pretty quickly. Now, my preferred way to do this is with a Timmy or a custom because that is a very low-cost weapon and so are the bullets. See, my bandages are popping out of my face. And this one's tricky because right here is where, yeah, see this guy's on the patrol right there. We might see one on the length of this here. But the thing is, once they see you, they're gonna, oh, they're gonna push you. That's gonna be so bad. Oh, I forgot about that one up high. That's okay. And watch, he might actually come down and push. And that's the thing. Once you isolate them, you want to kill them and then heal. And if you shoot them, they'll most likely rush you. The double barrels to clean them up. Yeah, see, they're kind of double up on me now. There's 3 deep. We gotta back up. We gotta back up. This is bad. We might actually die. We might actually die. Run for your life. Oh, you know what? We'll fade back to another really cool spot to actually do. You could use F1s here, by the way, but not the best course of action. Ooh. Oh, he's looking right at me. I'm scared now, dude. Let me bring down these bandages that I so sloppily left everywhere. And again, this shows you if you're a bad shot or you choke a little bit, this is very normal. And again, the double barrels to clean up a scientist when they get really close. But this is a bad situation because we have many scientists pushing us. But I think I can catch. Oof, not in a good place. We're going to heal up a little bit. There's another really good spot back here by the pipes you can use to stand up and shoot. Yeah, we could use F1 grenades, but we're going to save those for the heavies. Oh my goodness, there's so many sitting right there. What have I done? What have I done? I've ticked them all off. Again, we might turn on invincibility just to make sure we kind of get through this. But hey, this is a good practice because sometimes this happens. My goodness. Okay, we gotta like super heal here. We might have to use an F1 grenade. And again, we're using very primitive gear, but you can also use road sign. But I'm kind of doing this on the basis that you're fresh on the server and you're trying to just get in there and see what you can get. Sometimes you can trade up, and a lot of times these kits on the ground are worth it. So we're going to go ahead and use our P2 right now. I definitely want to heal here. The scientists on the floor we probably want to loot because they probably have more bullets and heals for us as we're burning through ours pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and craft another 10. Again, this is very realistic. We'll just make sure I have all the extra stuff we might need. Alright, so I'm going to try to blast these two. Alright, so he's down. So with these pistols, Revies, and everything else, you do have to be more precise, which can be difficult. That's why I like the Timmy, the Tommy, because you can unload a full mag in somebody's chest, a scientist's chest, and you're pretty much good to go. We're going to loot this guy too. Look, he's got bullets for us. Fantastic. And you would take that edge weapon and harvest the scientist's body to get more cloth. I'd say start with at least 100 cloth on this mission and try to harvest it as you go. Now, be very cognizant of other boats and players. If they are, jump off the side. Wait for them to make mistakes. When one of their teammates or them get wrecked, take their gear. Then fade back to your base. Or take their boat. Why not? That's what it's there for. I think one guy was patrolling under here. Is he standing right there? Am I crazy? No. Okay, there's just one guy on the edge here. That's fine. I think we can get him. Oh, he moves. Sneaky, sneaky. So you don't really need your compound bow at this point, once you're already up. So here's another thing too, and we'll probably go over this again, but he's gonna push me. See, I'm still pretty good on health, so I kind of want to see what he's gonna do, if he's gonna juggle in another player. But back to, oh my goodness, back to, I just scratched my face for a second. So he's gonna push me right here. Potato aim at its best. So what's cool is once you activate the heavy scientist, they'll sit here and act as like super guards for this location, and really you can use it as giant bait. Is what you can do. Oh, look at this. We'll just trade up for a hazmat suit. Why not? Better. I'm just trying to show you slowly how we'll do this the best I can without getting wrecked too many times, because again, I don't want this to be terribly long, and we might have to actually accelerate this a bit. I'm going to reload this weapon and make sure. Ooh, actually we have low health. This is very dangerous. So what's cool is you don't even need red cards or blue cards. You can get a lot of loot just doing this whole thing and taking other players' kits. I cannot express that enough. Here comes this guy. Good. We're a little low. So if you do want to activate the crate, you are going to need a blue and red card, but you don't need a fuse. Oh my goodness. That scared me. Oh, that's so real, dude. I was like, oh, that's upstairs. Ooh, we gotta tempt him. We're good now, boys. Dude, no matter how many times I do this, that always scares me when they run up on me like that. Jeez. All right, we're gonna drop this for now, just because we need space. We gotta heal so bad. All right, well, we're killing a lot of scientists. The good news is there's not a lot of blues. It's so crazy how just this configuration of the scientist can make this so much crazier. See, he's charging me. I gotta make sure my weapon's reloaded. This is bad for me. We might eat it. Oh, that's so close. This is very dangerous. I think they're all pulling down to me, which is kind of good, but also scary, because I really don't want to have to do this like 20th take for this. Oh, med pens, thank you. And it's a good place to get med pens. Like, think about it. If you came in with standard gear, you could just grab some stuff and then DIP back, and you'd have a lot of stuff that you needed off the rip. They're just all charging me. Okay, I guess. If you generally keep center mass to head, you'll wreck these guys pretty quick. And I'm fairly certain if we don't die here, we're going to die in the heavies at least once. No matter how many times I do this, I still die in those. That's okay. And like, I think I said this earlier, but you really want to make sure if you're solo, just try this out. You'll be surprised at what you get out of this. You're probably not going to run it all the way the first time, but that's okay. Get that loot and DIP. Yeah, mouse and keyboard, I'm still bad at aiming. Look at me go. Alright, we have 95 health. Let's keep pushing up. And again, if we heard an enemy player's boat, we would probably jump off the side and then reassess the situation. Although this is our own test server, and I'm the admin, so that's most likely not going to happen. I think, yeah, we'll go around this backside. There's a couple of different places you can pick up more low grade. And there is a green card puzzle. Is it on this floor or the next floor? I think it's on the next floor. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's on floor. Is that 3? Should be a staircase here that leads up. It's a little blinding because as you step up, somebody can shoot you from your back and you can see the other staircase there. I will switch to my Timmy. Only a handful of these guys left. There he is. Just reload. He might push me. So it's the same AI with the heavy scientists, but they're just way more aggressive and they have crazier guns. So it really, even one can melt you, but man, if you get more than one, I mean, see you later. They'll wipe entire teams with ease. Alright, so we're going to go check the last little piece here. We're going to show you a couple little secrets for jumping up. And we'll activate the heavy scientist and we'll see how we do. We might get wrecked. If we do, we'll just turn on invincibility and I'll point out some more areas. And then we'll finish it up. Okay, so here's the green card right here. If you have the green card, you do not need a fuse. Reload, reload, reload. I can hear him running. Dude, sloppy, sloppy. Crap. Craft 10 more quick. Craft 10 more quick. Reload. But I mean, what a great place to get a Tim, right? Off the rip. Just off scientists. Look at these scrubs. You don't even need to craft bullets. Metal sheets. Alright, so there's the green area. You do have boxes in here. I think milk crates can also spawn in here. Do not need a fuse, is what I was going to say. Showing you some of the loot here, minus the electronics. I think I hear one come around the corner. Double barrel is really nice if you're close. If you have the red shells, the buckshot. If you have the standard handmade shells, you have to be even closer. So it's kind of like my last resort. I like to pull out a bullet. So there is a way you can jump up on this frame and actually scaffold your way up. And there's another one over here in case I miss this later. Again, I don't want to make this terribly long. But, I mean, there's plenty of really good guides out there for sure, but I want to show what's more likely to happen when you're playing. Which includes getting wrecked. You know, like you're going to be running up on this with multiple boats. That's real. Even when you're experienced, that's real. Ooh, that's coming down. It's charging me. You see how close that was? Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go show the... There we go. Here's another way you can jump up too. You can use this little bad boy to kind of shimmy your way up. We're not going to do it in case I get shot. I think all the scientists are gone, but there might be still one or two inside of the blue rune, if I'm not mistaken. But my goodness, I'm burning through the med pens. But you can see, if you just come with the basics, a lot of times you find it on the scientists, so it's not that bad. We're just going to load up on all of our stuff. Oh, look at this, a gate off the scientists. Get out of here. That's crazy. And you see there's even more loot upstairs. It's always about pushing and healing, pushing and healing. Isolate, push and heal. There you go. There's a milk crate. I drop this. I'm going to bust this out in case we need it. And drag this down. Any more heals? Nope. That's scary. Okay, so what we're going to run into here, after we clear all these bad boys. Isolation. Please give me med pens. Ah, good. Alright, let me show you one of the other locations you can loot. Once these are all clear, the scientists do come back slowly. If you do have a fuse, you can place one here. Then you can go back around and hit the switch here, and there's a bunch of boxes and or military crates. Boom! Look at this. Look at this. You don't even need stuff, dude. And what I tell people a lot is I don't even come here with cards. I wait for other groups to bring cards. I smoke them or I loot them off of bodies, and then I finish the run with them with their own cards, and then we leave with their loot. Okay, so when all of this is clear, you do have to have a blue and red card. There will be scientists in here if I'm not mistaken. I will have to activate this quickly. Oh, before we start, real fast. F1 grenades will help with heavies, but they are still face melters. You don't necessarily have to even craft them. You can buy them at the bandit camp. I was going to show you the bandit camp, but I think this time is going fast enough. Okay, so I'm going to hit this and then get ready to blast somebody. So F1 grenades. Sneaky boy. Okay. Man, that scared me. What was I saying? Yeah, F1 grenades will help with the fight. There's a couple places you can hang. One of them's on the crane here, but it's still real dirty. But if you do have the F1 grenades that you bought at the bandit camp for some scrap, you can isolate them here and then drop it. Although this can get out of hand very quickly as they do cluster up fast. Another reason why you kind of just want to wait for somebody else to do it and use the heavies to your advantage. Let them kill your enemy. So right about here is a good... This is not a blind spot, but they can reach you from down here, but you can kind of isolate them and get them to move around a bit. So if you have F1 grenades, this is a good place to hang up and then throw them on that red lip here, and we'll do our best to actually get them down, and we'll call in the heavies right now. Oh, by the way, the stairs, right quick. while we're healing ourselves. Right here is another good choke point. But a lot of times you want to get one and fade back. If it's really bad, you have to jump over the edge and just DIP. And that might even happen. We might have to just come up on a boat. Because, I mean, we're solo right now. You usually want to do this with friends, but you do not have to. We're going to make, like, another 20 of these real fast while Dad heals. Okay, so, oh, by the way, we have a green card here on the desk. If you have a red card, you can activate this. And then as soon as you hit this crate is when this whole sequence starts. You can see the heavies coming in on the Chinook. And side note, once we do get electricity, there's a frequency here, 4765. If you use a pager, this will go off when somebody activates this event. All right, so we're going to try to fade back and be smart, although I suspect we will get wrecked at some point here. This is very terrifying. See the Chinook. You can damage the scientists as they come out, but the Chinook will also return 50 cal fire, which is no joke. So just watch your face. Here we go. Sometimes I like to throw grenades in their general direction. That was a bit too early. Dude, we're gonna get shot up so bad. I can feel it. Look at them all pile out right there. And sometimes these these heavies have crazy good loot. So if you could get them downstairs and then shoot them long range and just go pick up their loot, worth it. So like right here, I think I can pot shot one or two. Beamers, dude. They're all straight beamers. They are nothing like you've ever done before if you've never played this. Do not expect junk pile scientists. They will melt your face. The heavies are no joke. We're going to get a couple little cuties right here and see if we can get them with that. Oh my goodness, the M249 is terrifying. Oh, it's so spaz! Listen to the sound. Okay, we got him once. Oh, there's two down there. Got one. Oh, we got two. Excellent. Again, multiple ways to do this. Experiment, try things, see what works, see what doesn't work. Try it. You'll be glad you did. Oh, we might die. Oh. I'm scared. Oh, he got me. Get him. He's gonna shoot me. Alright, so we're gonna use our superpowers and then float over. Because we gave you the gist of it, right? Plus, my aim is terrible. It's intense. It's intense with a group. It's even more intense with going solo. So we're gonna turn on invincibility. And we're gonna fly over and we're gonna finish it off. We're gonna pick up our kit and we'll show you some jumps and stuff. Just, you know, super quick about it. You know what? Let's grab a kit real quick. Inside, I already have it pre-made. At least one boathouse, one slot boathouse, I would say is a must. You can swim over with scuba gear, but even if you have one car garage, basically, you can park boats outside and take that one over to the oil rig. And when you're done and you have a group, take the boats that are sitting outside the oil rig back with you. All right, what we're going to do here is trigger some of the scientists to come downstairs. And we have invincibility on. I'm just trying to show you another scenario real fast. Yeah, it's really bad. So a lot of times when they all gang up on you, they'll start coming down this L here, and they'll stack up on this edge, and it's really hard to make an approach. You'll have to come up on a blind spot here by the pillar. See, look at, they're freaking out. I don't have any bullets. Let me spawn these right quick. Sorry. This is very unrealistic. My immersion is broken. Alright, so they come down here. Ah, there we go. You can throw frag grenades. You can shoot him from here, but when they charge the L, and he will, he's really going to hurt you. So a lot of times you'll be out here, and you got to stay low and in cover. You can jump up on this back piece here, and then use this to shoot at him if he's stuck on the ladder edge. But it's not recommended. Really, when they're stacked up like this, you want to go far out on a boat and shoot them with the compound bow or a sniper rifle if you have one. And you may not. And that's okay. See, look at this guy. He's freaking out. See, on our version, on the console version, we don't really have to. I'm going to go ahead and split up. We're going to just get back here and see if we can get him. Show you what I'm talking about. Okay, see, he's like right there. Got him. He was already damaged, clearly, from a grenade. But that's a good place to sit. Again, you can do it out real far. this back area. You can jump up and look at some of this loot. I know this guy's glitching. Boom, grenades, med pens. We're on our way. You'd farm up for some more loot. And what's cool is that crate is ticking down. And if other players come in and start to wipe these guys out, you can take other kits, because there's usually so many people that get wrecked here. There's a lot of extra stuff laying behind that other people can't take because they have full inventories, or they get completely melted, and that's a good way to do it. Oh, by the way, here's another jump up. Let's see if we can do it, because I'm going to use the admin stuff. If you jump here, and then, oh my goodness, let's try it again. Oh, this is why we're doing the admin mode. Right here. Jump up on this, and then this. Up again, and then you can make it to the next floor. It's a good way to ambush other players. Are we almost there? Almost. Watch, I'm gonna miss the jump again because the pressure's on. But remember, the biggest threat is always other players, and the NPCs are no joke either. But you always have to be very cognizant of what's going on. Oh my gosh, I just fell again. We'll try this one more time. If I melt, you'll get the general idea. I'm so nervous, dude. Not only when I'm nervous do I miss. My jumps are terrible. I'm the worst jumper. And okay, I have invincibility on, so that's why the scientists can't attack me, but you would typically do this when you have it semi-clear. Okay, well, you get the idea. You would jump up here, and then you would land on this piece. Oh, man, I'm so bad. You would land right about here, and then you can walk across and then jump over. I would not recommend it when there's heavies out. So let's go ahead and experiment and shoot some heavies with some double barrel. I don't think it's going to be enough. I have buckshot in here. Yeah, see? You gotta make sure you got some cleanup. Really, the double barrels for anything messy where you run out of your mag. See how he pushes me? Every time. Ooh. Then we'll show what that last piece is, and then we'll be good to go. So again, if you found this useful and helpful for the small oil rig, as I'm running around with invincibility on, be sure to drop a like. It does help out tremendously. And consider dropping the subscribe. Ooh, look at this! We got the HE grenades. And consider dropping that subscribe to get those notifications. Look at these heavies. And be up to date on all the news, our gameplay, our streams, all that good stuff. We should be ramping up again in March for some more streams, as we've been just a scotch busy. But we'll always have video that are being released from day to day. Sometimes two. Just want to show you what this loot looks like. Oh my goodness, grenade launcher. Jackpot! See, look at this. Most of the loot's off these clowns. Oh, we still have 7 minutes. Oh man, I was hoping we could get in there. Well, you guys get the idea. Hopefully you guys get a chance to run this. Find a server that has low pop if you're having a really hard time, but I really encourage solo players or people that have never done it to just get in there and try it. The more you get in there, the more comfortable you get, and you'll be surprised at the type of loot you'll be able to pull out of here. It's incredible. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye! Let's just float around the oil rig. Look at this bad boy. Wow, 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 wow. I really want minis. We cleared the whole thing. We only had to turn on invincibility and fly.